classic.
Tell you, man. It's very necessary.
You know? But yo, but the people this here.
This can.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 174.
Yeah, man.
174 of these things, man.
Hey, man, running them up, bud.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, chilling out, man. Nice, clear Saturday out here, man. Looking like there's some trouble to be got into, man.
Yeah, you getting out today?
I probably will, man. You know, the wife's out getting her hair done, so.
Oh,
you know
okay. So you got about, another 2 hours free?
Probably, man.
So
the
you
boy
can really get out here.
Yeah, the boy really chilling out here today. I probably won't do nothing but give VCs, play 2K.
I tell you what, though, I don't want to go anywhere either. That gas is $2.99.
Woo!
What's
yeah,
up with gas?
I saw that, man. You know, your boy, man. He in there running up the wars.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I noticed last week it was around like Tuesday or so, gas like $2.50.
Man, we was beefing with Iran and we got all the tariff taxes and all that, bro. It's not looking good.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
See,
man.
That's why I need to talk to you about, because you be having your ear to all that. Because me, I just be like, yo, the gas is down. What did Barack do? I'm still putting it on him. Get it back, Barack.
Man, what's going on with you though, man?
Ain't nothing.
How you
man.
feeling?
I feel good, man. You know, I feel
good.
good. I was just walking around.
Oh yeah, you still running them numbers up on the
yeah,
Fitbit.
you know, when he got a second week in a row, second week win. Shout out to my mother-in-law. She's
Young
tight
champ
right
put
now.
a crown on you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just out here doing it, man. But nah, just you know, you condition to walking around and doing stuff, man. You know,
I heard that.
The wife motivates me because I'll tell you, I was gonna take the week off. I wasn't gonna do a damn thing because I won last week. That was good enough for me. As long as I got the crown, I got the achievement. But yeah, so you know, just out here walking around.
Man,
But
achievement unlocked. Can't unlock it twice,
man.
baby.
Unlock, bro. You can't do it twice, man. Once you get it, it's like, all right, game's over.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I already throw my Fitbit away. But no, ain't nothing going on, man. But yo, let's start like we always do. What have we been playing? What have you been playing, bro?
Man, that nasty 2K.
You still playing 2K,
Yeah, yeah.
2K is done, man.
It's never done, man.
It's never done?
Nah, man. Still whoopings be handed out, brother.
Okay,
come
so
see Killer, man.
No,
come see Killer.
You don't see me cuss. No, never again. I'll never play again.
Not even 2K20, man. Because I
maybe
mean,
2K20
I was gonna say we'll start at the same spot.
So we'll start at the same spot, and Sugar Mama Veronica will be back, I'm sure.
I pray.
Yeah,
I pray.
so
that made this game so fun.
At that point, I'll be like, okay, I'll just take my beating. That'd be okay. But hold on, so I got a question to ask. So with the packs that came last week,
yes,
were the super packs, whatever. They're pretty much giving everything away like candy now.
Yeah,
because you told me one
packs?
box. Yeah, one box you got 3 Galaxy Opals in it.
Yeah,
come on,
a 10-pack, bro. I got a signature LeBron, Kobe, and MJ in one box. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, it's over.
So they're juice packs.
Oh yeah, I love it though, man. Because now I actually been getting a lot of cards that I didn't already have, so I'm still building towards Giannis. Even though I thought we might get packs this week that had another Galaxy Opal Giannis, they might have been like, all right, cool. Everybody who earned them is the reward. You've had enough time to have your fun or whatever. We'll put it in packs, but they didn't. So you know,
I mean, at this point, they might as well just give everything away.
Yeah, I mean, because we ain't got but maybe like 6 weeks left of the game anyway before 2K20. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we know it's in game or whatever, but hey, man, still having fun.
Still having fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you're still getting something.
You done gave up on 2K, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. I gave up completely, yeah. Because once I knew 2K was over, I think it was like podcast maybe 170, 169. I was done. Like,
see, now is the best time to get in. Cause see, like, if you had still been buying VC, you know what I'm saying? Opening these duo packs, man, you would have a super team now.
Yeah. But I guess the end game portion of it would have been like, why? Because to the point where, Kev, you're addicted to packs, all right? So that's the reason
I do
why.
love packs.
Yeah.
Packs are fun.
You bought the game on multiple platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. I bought it for the Switch.
Yeah.
It was $3, man.
Doesn't matter. You bought it.
Yeah, I did buy it.
You did buy it. And you played it again.
I did.
It's not about even bought it. You grinded it out again.
It gave me an excuse to play 2K upstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
The Switch is a great system. We'll get into the Switch, though. I got beef with them this week about
that.
What have I been playing? Oh, well, first, you didn't play anything else?
No, man, just 2K. I haven't
2K?
really had much time for anything else.
Nothing.
Nah.
I haven't even really played Destiny this week.
Really?
Nah, just haven't really played. I've been playing, bro. I ended up getting a NVIDIA Shield TV. Right, that's the thing I told you I bought, and I ended up unlocking just putting all my emulators because like I'm a big retro fan. And I'm like, I wanted to have one system where I could play all of them on. Okay. Not really the handhelds. Like Super Nintendo and NES seemed like a handheld type system for me. Right. So I still have those on my modded Vita. But I also, I never had anything for N64, so I wanted to untap that. And I wanted to play my GameCube library.
Okay.
I got a pretty good extensive GameCube library as well. So I ended up buying NVIDIA Shield TV. End up putting those systems on there. And I've been playing Mario Sunshine, which is a phenomenal game. Okay. Wind Waker for the GameCube, which is a great game too. And then I also got the N64 up and going. So Mario 64. First of all, the Switch Mario Odyssey is nothing but Mario 64.
Really?
That's all it is. It really, I'm surprised I didn't see it. But still, it doesn't take away from it being a good game.
Yeah.
But so I got my 5. Got Khalees in there playing Mario 64. So much so that she wants a Mario themed party this year.
Yeah, I saw the invitation.
Saw the invitation. So she's all about Mario right now.
Okay.
So that's what I've been playing. I've been doing some of that. Playing.
Was it a worth it purchase? Do you feel like? Because I see now it's up in the living room.
Yeah. So I'm in the living room. The PlayStation's now downstairs in the man cave.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I got him a part. I haven't hooked it up yet. It's down there. I haven't hooked up one wire.
The disrespect. Man.
I almost put it in the garage.
Now would be a great time to play Spider-Man.
I did, yeah. I'm going to end up playing Spider-Man. That's the reason why I put it downstairs, and there's another reason why I ended up doing it. But to answer your question, was it a good purchase? I don't know yet.
Really?
Like, now that I've unlocked it and done everything with it, I don't know if I'll play it a lot. You know what I mean? But I always wanted one. It's a powerful system.
That's the thing, too. It's like, because after you showed it, I'm like, man, maybe that might be fun. Man, maybe I'll pick one up, man, do it. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I'll probably play with it for 30 minutes. Yep. Just like when I, my PSP, I hacked that, put the ROMs on it, played with it for about an hour. Done. I don't know where it's at anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's like, and the thing is too, like when I hacked it, like I didn't know where it was at. I dug around it. I had a mission, did all the hacking or whatever. Finally got that up and running. And I was like, all right, I did it.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel right now. I think I'm having a battle within my own mind whether or not I'm going to ever play it. Like to the point where I'm going to play it a lot, and I'll pawn it off on the fact that now Khalees plays it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I've made a reason to keep it.
Yeah.
And Dreamcast too. I forgot about that.
Okay.
I got a Dreamcast going on it, which Android's a powerful system.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Like I remember when you had back in the days when we first met. Actually, you had an Android and you had all the emulators on it. I'm like, oh, I should hack mine. I did it, and it was a cool thing. But now. But yeah, so Android is done its thing. So the Dreamcast emulator for the Android is pretty dope.
Okay.
So I did that too. So I mean, that's pretty much what I'm playing.
That sounds like tempting, but it's just like, I think it's just my man mind tinkering. It's like, yo, man, that sounds like a fun project.
It was a fun project.
Yeah,
bro.
and then it's like,
done.
now once the project is done, it's like the real reason you're actually doing it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I really wanted it.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I did it. It's there. If everyone play it, it's there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I ever play it again, but it's there, bro.
I need to give Mario 64 a proper playthrough. I've never actually beat the game. Like
really?
I played it but I never had a 64. So I would just play it at like my friends' houses, and so you do a mission or two here and there or whatever. Yeah. So I played it a lot, but I never actually played it through. You know what I mean?
So, it's a good playthrough, man. It's not as easy.
It was actually a pretty tough game.
Very tough game.
Yeah.
I'm at a board right now. I just can't beat it. Like
really?
It's a little snowboarding. But I remember playing it when I was younger. Was whiz right through it.
Oh, really?
Now I'm just like, I can't do it.
See, now on your TV now, do you have PS1 and PS2 mods?
Yes, I do have. Mind you, so that's another thing I'm bringing up. Yeah. I'm going to actually play Metal Gear now.
Thank you.
I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid. I thought about buying it, and I was like, nah, I'm not. The hacker in me will not let me buy it.
I mean, there's no point. At this point, I'll give it to you to play if you just want to play it on console. But
I didn't know you had it. You have it on console.
What? Yes, in pristine condition. Like that's one of those games where it's like, yes, you can borrow it, but I'm going to need it back.
Oh yeah, I understand. I got the ROM, so I'm going to see if I can run it first, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I was going to tell you that. That's another thing I was going to bring up on the pod was I am going to play through.
Good.
I'm going to see what this greatness is all about. The good thing about the emulators too is you can upscale it, so it actually makes it look a little better.
Yeah.
Another thing that's bad on the old school systems is those composite cables, man. I can't. No one has TVs you can hook them up to anymore.
Nah, I don't even think my TV takes composites. That's weird. None of this one does. Okay. But the one downstairs, I don't think it does, man.
Yeah,
but listen, I'm gonna tell you, my heart hurt when I sent you the Lale Lule Lo, and you were like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, man."
I think it was. I knew it was probably.
I had Fox Die,
a Metal Gear thing.
You'll get that later when you play. Yeah, I had Fox Die.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It hit me.
Right now.
You're not hip right now.
No.
Just like you weren't hip to the Lale Lule Lo.
No,
it's like the fact that you could even when you read that out, like I know you were like la who?
Yeah, no, because you know me, I'll ask like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
like I won't roll with the joke. Like, ha, yeah, that's funny. No, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but listen, it was deep, man. That game was deep. It was so deep.
Well, and I watched the video again that you sent me, and I ended up watching it before. And what a dude told the most profound moment in video game history. Yeah. So I've watched that before, and even I always will say that too. Like I need to get this game and play it.
Yeah, you know? And I mean that was just a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a ton of that stuff in these stories, but it was so weird. Like it was weird the fact that they talked about this, and I mean I want to say that game maybe came out in like the early 2000s, maybe like 2003, 2004. Like I was like a teenager, you know what I'm saying? So it's like playing it then or whatever, I couldn't really appreciate it. Like I got the story, But it's like to be, 15, 20 years later, and it's like, oh, a lot of the stuff is actually happening. They were talking about like fighting proxy wars and all that kind of stuff. It's like, wow, man, like the world is a crazy place. And the fact that Hideo was able to kind of capture it, it's like, man, it kind of got me scared of what Death Stranding is.
I was going to ask you that. Do you think Death Stranding is going to have that same effect?
I mean, there's a lot of sci-fi elements to it. So
there's a lot of sci-fi elements in Metal Gear, though.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, will it be like, oh, no, this is what the dystopian future looks like? No, but I think that there definitely will be a lot of gems in that game.
Hey, man, baby being a battery, I think it's something within that.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what, too? I thought about this, too, the other day through the week. And you know what? I do like sci-fi, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, like, there's no more slandering me about not liking sci-fi. I do like sci-fi.
Okay.
But it's like, I like my sci-fi to be realistic, man. Like, I don't like seeing, like...
That's a backwards thing to say, Cam.
But it's not, though. Like, it makes perfect sense. It's like, I like a good story told through the sci-fi. Like, I don't want it to get, like, too loopy or just too... Just
you literally love Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear is loopy as it gets.
But no, it's like the way that the story is actually coming together. Like, you're right as far as like some of the things that you see. It's like, man, what? Like giant metal robots make sense. It's like once they explain why they were building these weapons and machines, it's like, yo, it makes perfect sense. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Yeah. This seems like something that could really happen. I don't like it when it gets like all like super weird, man. But I do like I like a lot of sci-fi stuff, man.
You don't like fantasy.
Yeah, I don't like fantasy.
That's what
I think
is.
That's
you don't like fantasy. Okay, I'll dial
back
back my slander of you not liking sci-fi. You don't like fantasy.
Yeah, I don't like fantasy. Yeah,
okay,
that's a better equate.
All right, okay, all right. But yeah, I wonder if Kojima's going to go into that.
Oh, he's going nuts.
All right, man. So Nintendo Switch was announced. The Nintendo Switch Lite was announced. Let's see, at $199, launches September 20th. Dedicated handheld. You cannot hook it up to the TV. It is smaller. Has a D-pad. Doesn't have the little buttons on the little joystick thingy.
Yeah.
Has a gyro. No rumble, no dock, no TV output.
Wow.
Who is this for?
Man, kids, I guess. Like that was my best guess. It's like, yo, this seems like something that you could legitimately get for Khalees, and it'd be like, okay, not too many moving parts on here. The controllers don't detach or anything like that. It's like it's small, handheld. Just go at it, have a blast or whatever. So I could see that being good.
Okay.
But outside of that, it's like the price point ain't really like.
No, it's not. It's not hitting really home at all. Like $199.
Hey, listen, but this is when I knew you were a hype beast because you saw it announcing. You know what I'm saying? You posted up. Yeah, you were ready.
No,
you no. That was truth. That was truth in that post. You was ready. And then you dialed it back like, wait, I already have a Switch, and this is just a stripped back version of the Switch. What would I do with this? Smaller screen. Like what?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with this?
The hype got me. I'm not gonna lie, it did because the shiny colors got me.
Yeah,
you know, Nintendo is they're marketing geniuses, man.
It's not just that, man. Like I think this is where we relate a lot, and it's like, yo. I like new stuff. Like, man, I can't help it. It's like, man, when I see something new, it's like, man, this seems like the future. I want to be a part. Like, I love being on the cutting edge of technology. Yeah. I love the future, man. Yeah. So I think it was just one of those things. But then once the logical brain took over, it was like, wait a second, this isn't it. This is crap.
Yeah, it is crap. That's the thing about it. It really is crap. Like, the thing about it, it really makes no sense at all. Man. For people who already have a Switch, why would you buy it? You know, and then for it's like to the point where certain games aren't going to work on it.
Yeah,
you know, you have to buy an additional Wiimote or not Wiimote, I forget what it's called, the Joy-Cons to play some of the other games.
That's terrible.
That's horrible, bro. Yeah, that makes no sense at all. It doesn't have a TV output, which I'm cool with that because it's very rare that I dock mine until I actually did dock it and seen how beautiful it looks on an HD TV.
Yeah,
but I used to play mine in handheld all the time. So when I saw this, it really, like you said, the colors in it got me to where I was like, it's something new. I want to buy it. I want to be a part of it. But then I started thinking about it, like, it really makes no sense to buy this other than, you know, giving it to someone. Because, like, Nintendo doesn't do well with their transferring of your account.
Right.
So if I put my account on the other Switch, it's like hell to do it.
Yeah.
So I would have to give it to Khalees being a new system, have her own account on there, and go from there. That makes. I mean, like, I don't know who this system is for.
I definitely think it's for kids. It's just basically phasing out the DS at this point.
See, that's what I don't understand. Why would they do that if the DS is still making games and it still prints money? DS still sells.
I mean, they had to get ready to kind of make that move over because the Switch existed in a space where the DS was, you know, kind of living or whatever. It was time to make the proper push or whatever. But like I said, I do think this would be a great system for kids. Like, this is something that you could really give them and just be like,
not at $199.
Well, I mean, it looks a lot more durable, so it's like, man, it's gonna be tougher for y'all to tear it up. I know the kids can tear it up.
They will tear it up.
But I'm saying it seems like it'll take a little bit more effort to tear that up. Because I mean, Listen, just yesterday, we were sitting down here in the living room. My wife went to go get up, man. The chair tipped over and knocked the switch over. I'm like, that might be the end of that.
Yeah, it is flimsy.
Yeah, I'm like, that really might be the end of that. Like, she's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, she's like, well, nothing broke. I'm like, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Have you powered it on? Because it might be gone.
Well, it powered on when it came out of the dock, so the screen was still coming on, but it was like halfway wedged in the dock, or whatever. I'm like, that dock might be finished, man. Yeah. One of the controller ports, man, might be flimsy now. I don't know what just happened.
That proves to the point I was thinking about when they announced this, the Nintendo Switch Lite was, we actually need a more powerful Switch.
Yeah.
You know, a more powerful system would have been more the best thing I think.
I think we need a proper console.
And we do need a proper console.
We just need a proper console.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I mean, even if they want, like, I love the handheld aspect of it, because I do think that gives it a dimension that no other system has, either PlayStation or Xbox. But I do think we need a proper console.
Yeah.
You know, like, even to the point, like, do it like a computer where you could have an external GPU or something. Not saying a GPU, but just an external system, and you could pick it up and play it on the go. You know, like, you know, so they should do something like that. But we need a more powerful Switch, because I think it's flimsy, bro.
It is, man.
You
like,
know?
I listen. My heart didn't really flash in front of my eyes because I don't really play it, but all I could think of was like all that money down the drain if you just broke that. Like, I pray like that you didn't just break that to eat some popcorn.
Yeah. Because the thing about the Switch though is like, you know, over time you also can get rid of it and always make your money back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But listen, that light, definitely not copping that.
No. As I started thinking about it more and more, I'm like, this makes no sense at all.
And why can't you hook it to the TV? Like, that's the weirdest part to me. Like,
I don't know. I think eventually, because it has the same USB-C charger on it. I gotta think the hackers are gonna get on that.
Fix it. Well, I guess the thing is too, like the Joy-Cons don't detach, so maybe that's a little.
What if it has Bluetooth? I don't understand why it doesn't have Bluetooth in it yet.
Hey man, listen, Nintendo might just be money hungry, bro.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like they're like, listen, how bare bones can we make this and still sell at a premium?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like I said, we need a more powerful Switch that has Bluetooth in it.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, the PSP had Bluetooth in it.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like the Switch I got, man. That's the Switch I'm gonna have. I don't care if the Pro comes out like
we already bit the bullet. We already bought one.
Yeah, I'm done. First of all, it just doesn't get enough run to justify it. Like Zelda was fun, Smash Brothers was fun, 2K has been okay on there.
Yep.
But if I pick that thing up once, twice a week, then I did good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll take it with me to the can, play some Yoshi, and go. And that's it.
I mean, what's that? 15, 20 minutes worth of use.
Tops.
Yeah,
I want to get hemorrhoids, so I don't sit that. So yeah, but no, 10 minutes like you said, and us back to the case and to the drawer.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know who this is for, Nintendo. So maybe somebody can get in the comments, tell me, let us know what that's about.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's NCAA football.
Yeah.
It could be returning.
You excited?
What is this Babylon you talk about, man?
I guess the NCAA formed some kind of committee, and through this committee, the game could return. So we might see it get licensed again here soon.
Really?
Hopefully, if they do license it back out, man, maybe 2K. Maybe 2K Sports can kind of jump in there and make another proper football game again.
I'll tell you what, man. It's weird. Another thing with doing these emulators is like I started playing Madden 08 again, and I played the college game that came out that year. You know, and the Dolphin emulator, they do it in 4K. So it looks pretty decent, you know. But one thing I started getting with college football was just how fun it was.
It was
like the college football game was so fun. I would love to see it come back. And until they have a good battle between football games, Madden's gonna be trash. And if they do come back, in what capacity? I hope EA doesn't get it. Like you said, I hope Visual Concepts. I think they're still Visual Concepts.
Okay.
I hope they get it and they make a good, because that college football game that was on the Dreamcast was fun, man.
Really?
The 2K version of the college football. Okay. So I'm here for it, man. Like, exploit them kids. All right, people that want to go to college,
just give them a little money, man.
You know they're not gonna do that.
I mean, just throw something on the per diem, bro. What's wrong with y'all?
That's true.
Yeah, it ain't got to be a lot. Even
if you release the game and just don't put the likeness in or whatever, let the community do it. You know, we'll make our own rosters and all that stuff. Guys will get to us. People love doing that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, listen, that's dedication. Even though I imagine it's probably like a team of people that's like, yo, listen, I'll take one team and y'all take the others or whatever. Maybe I'll take a group and then we'll compile it all together. But that seems like such a long task.
So when you were in school, you and Mo was in school, and the other fellows, I'm forgetting their names, or where you were your roommates and Doug and them. Did they put their names on the game too? They download the rosters and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they download the rosters.
With their names on it and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Like, I mean, I remember the day the game came out, like, that was like a big deal to get it, download the rosters and like see where they put your stats and all that.
Well, see, that was a nasty time though. Because they weren't paying your cousin or, for none of this stuff.
They didn't care. They weren't even thinking about that.
But I'm saying though, like how was it where he looked at the game, the person looked like him, but it was like halfback, whatever his number is. Right? Yeah. He didn't get a dime for that.
But that's the thing, though. It's like, too, it's like, I don't even know that they always had your number right. And, like, they didn't really look like you. Like, really? I don't think Mo had his dreads the first year or anything like that.
But he probably did 1 year. The PS2
eventually
the PS2 years they did.
He did end up getting his dreads eventually or whatever. But, I mean, like, for the most part, like, it was like close, but it was never really spot on.
Plus, you guys were young, too. They probably weren't thinking about it on that aspect. Like, I need to check.
Well, I mean, afterwards, they'd be happy for it, but
afterwards, though, they thought about it. Like, think about, like, hold up, man.
I don't think they did really. Okay, man. So for them, it was just cooler to kind of like the dopest thing was just like, yo, I'm in a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So Ed O'Bannon ruined it for everybody then.
Pretty much.
Okay. I never had that conversation with somebody that actually played, and since that's your your close cousin, I wonder how he felt. I'm gonna ask him that next time I talk to him because
man, we was like, listen, they
didn't care.
They didn't really care.
Like, Ed O'Bannon ruined it for everybody.
Well, the thing is, like, yo, all of them bought it. It's like, yo, they all bought it because it's like, yo, I wanted to see me in the game. Yeah. They weren't never really thinking like, I need to be paid for this. It was like, yo, I'm in the game. Wow, that's cool.
That's dope. You know what's crazy about it is Ed O'Bannon was tight over the Coach K basketball. Mm-hmm. He was gone. He'd already been graduated and everything, and that game was dope. I played that the other day too on Genesis. Man, Genesis has some good games.
I mean, they have a good point or whatever. Like they should be.
No, they have a great point.
Well, the thing is like, yo, other people are compensated, so why aren't the players? So it makes perfect sense.
But it's selfish, though.
But it wasn't.
Now we don't get to play college football. That's selfish.
That's what I'm saying. But it wasn't like they were all just kind of sitting around like, man, don't buy this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they bought it. They played it just the same. Like, everybody would know what their rating was and all that stuff. Like, yo, they were happy to be in a video game.
Right. And I know I'm looking at it from a surface level because people were tight about the jersey sales and all like that, too. That all encompassed the video game stuff, too. So I'm sure, it was more to it. But it was still selfish, bro. Yeah. Because I miss Coach K basketball. I miss, NCAA football. I miss all those. Because it was some years where the NCAA, you could like import your draft class or export your draft class from NCAA and then import it into Madden. Right. That was dope.
Yeah, man. It was fire.
That was fire, but whatever.
Yeah, man. They need to step it back up.
Selfish stuff, man. All right, man. That's it. Gaming news. Ain't nothing else really going on.
Nah.
It's a slow time. It's summer, which is weird. We talk about this every week, but why don't games come out in the summer?
Seems like a great, like, listen, I was down there playing 2K earlier this week, and all I could think was like, yo, man, it would be really great to have a good game to play right now. Like, I love playing 2K, but it's like, even there I can only play maybe a game or two, and then I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, that's what got me my emulator project.
But that's the I don't even know I want to play old games. Like I want, like I said, I love the future, man. I want to play what's next. Like, give me some good games now. It don't seem like there's no heat dropping in the summer, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this seems like the best time to really be dropping the best games.
Kids got summertime off, and they can sit around and play games all day. And shoot, it's to the point where even the boys aren't really playing much. They're playing a little bit of Fortnite, but. Man, that's it, man. And 2K.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's like, hey, man, now they got a little money in their pocket. They got girlfriends. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, when I hit that age, I wasn't gaming as much as
That's true. That is very true.
You know what I mean? So it'll be what it's gonna be.
I need to talk to them more.
Man, they just want to have their foot in the street. But listen, it takes a few years before you be like, yo, listen. It gets expensive out here. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me get back home, man.
Yes, absolutely. I need to go home where it's free.
Yeah, like that little bit of money that they got right now, like they really get to put it all towards what they want right now. Right. Once they got to start paying for the stuff that they need, that slows down a lot. Right. You know what I mean?
As I tell them all the time, don't be in a hurry to grow up, man. It's a trap.
Yeah, man. It absolutely is.
It's a trap.
I yearn every day to go back. Like, oh man, how great would that be? Oh man. You remember the 90s? Oh man. Yeah. What a beautiful time. I miss the 90s.
The most stressing part about that time was wondering if air was in my tires for my bike. That was it. Like, I don't want to get a slow leak. For real, that was the most stressful part, man. Or did I have $1 to go to the store to get some candy? Yeah, $2, man. Oh, I hate to sound washed, but that's the truth, though, bro. Like $2 to get you a whole bag of Now-Laters.
Now we gonna have some life now, but bro, I just remember like you know what I'm saying, summertime, man. You go to the pool with the homies or whatever, man. You be swimming for 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? You tired, man. Get home, man. You whip up that ham and cheese with the chips on it. Woo, new, hit something different. You know what I'm saying? You out here, you riding your bike, man. You talking to the girlies, man. If, you might hit your mom and dad up for a 5-spot, man. There was a Dairy Queen across the street from where we live. So me and all the homies would go ride our bikes over to the Dairy Queen, man. Go hit them up real quick. Yeah. You run to the gas station, a little corner store, or whatever.
Yeah,
simpler
all
times,
on the bike,
man. Like, bro, I remember like when it was like a big deal, like at like 7 years old. Like once my parents like were like, yeah, you can cross the street by yourself and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was busy. It was Schrock Road, so it was like, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was
that was a busy street, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You better know what you're doing, but. Like
I was Frogger for real,
bro. I'm saying it was legit. Like, yo, you know what I mean? It was different. It was just a different time. Like, do kids do that kind of stuff now?
They do. I will say my boys get out there, man.
But I'm saying like, yeah, but they're older. They're teenagers. I'm saying like we were like 7, 8 years old.
Nah. I mean, you gotta think about it, man. That's why we always had the rule of you had to be home before the street lights came on, because we literally ran the street.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like kids now don't. I mean, they stay in the house. Like to the point where you get worried as a parent because they're kind of introverted. Yeah. To where they're so in the house that you wonder about them having real life conversations with other people.
Well, I guess the thing is too, like now we didn't have social media back then, so it's like if you wanted to be social, you had to be outside. That's where everybody was at. But now everybody's on their phone.
Remember going down the street and seeing a bunch of bikes parked out somebody's house?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, you had to get there.
Or bro, like rolling up to the basketball court or whatever. Everybody be out there hooping, or you know what I'm saying. You just be out and ride. Like I grew up in apartments for the most part, so it's like it was constantly a bunch of kids out, and like you just knew, like you knew the spots to be where people was gonna be meeting up, or you say you hop on your bike, you ride around for a second, like you was bound to run into somebody or something.
For sure. That's how you met people.
Yeah, man.
But now you meet people on social media.
Yeah.
You know, like the boys went out, they went to camp this week, they came home, right? So, you know, my question, I'm asking them, they have a good time, whatever. I said, man, who got the numbers? How'd y'all do? You know,
okay. Hold on, what kind of camp?
It was a church camp.
Okay.
They had a ball too. I'll tell you all about it. But they came home and like Malik says, man, Uncle, he got one of the little boys that went there. He got like 15 Snapchats, and I locked up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. So I guess Snapchat is the equivalent of getting numbers now. So you get someone's Snapchat, it's like getting their phone number.
Okay.
So you know, and I hope I'm not putting their biz out there. But anyway, the little girl doesn't watch podcasts,
right?
But yeah, that was their thing. They was like, man, talking to girls, as far as getting the Snapchats. But
I mean, hey man, I respect it.
I do. I'm glad but they did get out there. That's one thing I think as parents, me and mine, we'll make them get out there and get social in real life. Because like, if you sit there doing this all day long, it's like this is gone.
See, but I think it was the beauty of like going outside with no direction, like having to kind of find your own adventure, because now, and I mean they're at the age now, like I was about their age, like when I started wanting to go to the mall, and
that's a different time though. Yeah, you're talking about the time where you're like Little Rascal times, where it's like you go out there and get into some trouble.
Yeah, I'm saying like when you like 8, 9, like you know what I'm saying, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, man. You all right, mom? I'm going outside.
Right.
It might be like, hey, it's like check in 3 hours or check in by 1 o'clock.
My mom used to pull that
you had a watch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want no phone, none of that, man. You had a watch on. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right. And what was the check-in, man? You open the door. Yo, mom, I'm checking in.
Right.
All right, cool.
And go right back out.
Yeah, I'm going back out. All right, cool. Check back in at 4 or whatever time that's going to be. Or, hey, be in by this time.
Yeah.
Cool. It was like, that was perfectly fine. It was like, and you went outside. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going here. It's like, no, I'll be wherever I go. I'm outside. Only thing that my parents knew was like, he has to check in at 4, so I'll expect to see him at 4. If I don't see you at that time, then I know it's a problem. But wasn't no cell phone to call and check in or nothing. Like, no, he was out, man, and you kind of learn to enjoy that freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and that's what I started thinking about too. Like as a parent, would I be okay with that? Like now, would I be okay with?
I mean, but you think about it, it's like, man, our parents were perfect with it. Like, bro,
times are different though too.
But are they so different? Like, what's so different now?
Kids getting snatched up.
Kids get snatched up back then. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
It was probably easier to snatch kids up back then.
Because nobody could get the APB
out. No cell phone.
Wasn't no social media.
Yeah, wasn't no Find My Friends and all that.
It was milk cartons.
Yeah.
That was social media.
Like, bro, you ended up on a milk carton. It was like, hey, man, you know what I mean?
He gone.
Yeah.
He ain't coming back.
I still remember like having a safe word as a kid. And it's so funny. Like I don't know, maybe my dad was just testing me out or whatever. See, but I guess one of his friends had came by the house or whatever, and my dad was like, hey, yo, listen, go get him. Like, my dad didn't come with him. My dad stayed at the house or whatever. He's like, hey, go get my son or whatever. So the dude, he drove over, like, my dad knew where I was at in the neighborhood or whatever, so the dude drove over to me. He was like, hey, yo. He's like, yo, look, Kevin, man, your dad told me to come get you or whatever. And I was like, I stopped for a second. I looked at him. I was like, yo, what's the secret word? Because it's like, yo, that's what you know. Mans was like, pizza. I was like, well, he knew the secret word.
Or a good guesser.
Yeah, I was like, it was a good guess, but he knew the secret word, man.
I got a story like that too, man. My dad had a, I don't know why, my dad's friend's name was Fred, whatever. So anyways, he comes by the house, and I was in the crib. You know, your mom, we didn't have babysitters growing up.
No.
So my dad was like, dad was like, don't open the door for nobody.
Yeah.
You know, just typical. Yeah. So we're in the house, or I'm in the house. I don't know if anyone else was there. I really should know if someone else was there. But anyways, I was there alone, I think. And his friend comes to the house. He knocks on the door. He goes, hey, I'm in front of your dad's. Let me in, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I made that man stand out on that porch for almost an hour and a half. And my dad came home. At first, he's like, I can't even be tight with him because I told him not to open the door with nobody. So his friend was out there, and it was hot. It was hot out there, and he didn't have AC.
No cell phones.
No cell phones.
Yeah.
So my dad came home finally. He said, man, I had a business meeting with this guy, and they there. My man's had on a short sleeve dress shirt. I don't ever trust people with short sleeve dress shirt. And he was sweaty and everything, but he was like, I can't even be mad at you because I told you not to.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Don't open that door for nobody. And that's what I did.
Hey, I'm saying, but like, man, I remember staying home by myself. It was like, 7, 8 years old.
Yes.
It's like kids today don't get that kind of freedom
at all. And we ain't have a lot of things. We have internet. We had a little bit of TV.
But you know what? I do think that kids today don't learn the life skills that we learned at a young age.
Oh, definitely. That's what I get feared about that.
By the time I was like 7, 8, bro, I knew how to cook enough to feed. I knew how to feed myself enough to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? I knew what to do in the house and what not to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you could kind of be trusted with policing yourself or whatever. But it's like, man, do you think you can leave? Well, the little is still too little, but I'm saying once Khalees hits 7 or 8, do you really think you can leave her home alone with Danica and Dante?
Bro, I get nervous leaving the boys home with the kids, and they're 15 and 16.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's just different. It's different time.
Yeah,
and it's so much more that they could get into.
Absolutely.
So it's tough, but. Man,
it's
listen,
common sense.
The 90s was such a beautiful time, bro.
Yeah. No. We're saying all this, and we don't even know if our parents really had it right. We just know that we ended up.
It worked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It worked.
Right, yeah.
It worked out fine. So it's like, I guess, but I always compare it to me and my sister because I'm 12 years older than my sister. Or no, I'm 13 years older than my sister. So I always kind of compare it to how I grew up to how she grew up because she grew up. She was born in the year 2000, so she's only been known the new millennium or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's my experiences growing up in the 90s were so different.
Yeah.
So different from, you know what I'm saying? How they brought her up or whatever. And it's I'm so, and it's funny too, because sometimes we talk and we'll kind of joke about it. And my parents would just be like, listen, it was just a different time. You were a different child. And, it just was what it was. And I'm like, the stuff that y'all not making her do now at 18, y'all was making me do at 8. What's going on?
It's you think about it sometimes, it's kind of crippling. But you kind of got to take their word for it, and that is a different time.
Yeah, it is. It is a different time. And it's her challenges were different than mine. She had to grow up in the social media. I couldn't imagine trying to grow up in the
social media was totally different. Could you imagine taking an L in social media times?
Bruh. And
it's got to be rough, man.
And it's it's not even just your social circle or whatever. It's man, your social circle can be from all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It could be Joe Schmo across in Timbuktu. Pull up, fool.
Yeah.
You're beefing with somebody from across the world.
Before it was man, it was just your neighborhood. Your neighborhood of kids, y'all all knew each other. And you know what I'm saying? And to an extent, y'all all looked out for each other. So it had more of a sense of community. The 90s was just such a great time. And it's you know what I'm saying? You fought somebody from the neighborhood, you was going to see them again.
Right, exactly.
You know
you get back.
Wasn't no ducking that.
You get your get back.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing was, you learn conflict resolution because it's y'all might scrap today, but it's not you're never going to see this person again. You're going to see them tomorrow.
Right.
You're going to see them the next day. So eventually, y'all going to have to work past whatever this is.
Right.
So.
Right. Now it's crazy because nowadays kids get into a fight and it's 7 different camera angles of it.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Not me saying it has to be a physical altercation, but it could be something just totally dumb. I don't know, man. It's a different time.
I have to think that's harder for girls too. This is totally off topic.
Go ahead.
Man, I watched something on YouTube and they were talking about the levels of aggression in boys and girls, especially teenage boys and girls. But they were the studies have found that aggression is the exact same across the board. We tend to think that boys are more aggressive as teenagers or whatever, but girls are just as aggressive, if not more. The difference is that boys tend to translate their aggressiveness, physically or whatever. So it's boys will fight or they'll break stuff or whatever like that, whereas girls tend to be socially aggressive. And they were saying how the social media era really made that super tough because it's rather than wanting to fight a girl will spread rumors about you. But it used to just be to the point where it's like maybe it's like a small group of people, but now it's like, and you know, you could always kind of get back to the source of where it came from. But now it's like, yo, now these girls can, you know, have these microaggressions and they can all be anonymous. So they can say whatever about whoever they don't like or whatever, and they can spread it around to everybody without anybody knowing.
Really?
Yeah, they was like, man, it's crazy. And they're actually talking about like, they saw a huge hike in like depression amongst teenage girls from the 1990s till now. And they're like, it started around 2011 is because, you know, that was around like we had social media in the mid 2000s or whatever, but it was really only for like a very specific group of people. So it wasn't the whole world. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was kind of our age group. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then it's like, and then as time went on, like once the smartphones really started blowing up around 2011 and we started putting them in these kids' hands, it's like, yo, it became everybody's world and it became their world too. Yeah. And, you know, because of that, it's like, yo, they're growing up completely different and it caused huge spikes in depression, especially in young girls. Wow. Yeah, so they were saying that
I mean, I can see how that definitely happens.
But like that just made me think like, yo, they really are growing up in a completely different time. Like for me, like social media really ain't much of anything in my life.
I think that's why we are the way we are with it. Like even with our social media for GamesMusicLyfe, we don't really get on it like that, but we need to. But I mean, that's kind of where like I battle with that. Right. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean that much.
And it's like, yo, for my social media, like I talk to people that I know in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I might send you something funny that I found, but it's like, yo, I know you in real life. I'm just sharing something with you. But you got to think like these kids are meeting people that they don't know. Like they're making bonds with people that they don't know at all. They're forming these circles and groups or whatever. And it's like,
you just explained why Nicki Minaj's career fell off. you literally just explained it. I want you to know that. Yeah, that's exactly what's wrong, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think the girls band together. They band towards Cardi.
Yeah, and a bunch of microaggressions towards Nicki.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be.
I think that's what it is. You did it. You figured it out,
You might be right, man. But yeah, it's crazy. And I think that kids, I don't want to say that they're developing slower, but like they're developing differently than we did. Because it's like, yo, I still like.
Nah, it is slow.
The 90s, what I'm saying, but the 90s really built us, and it's like, yo, you had to have these life skills. Like, it was part of survival for us.
It was, because think about it, bro, and I know we're venturing off, but whatever.
Yeah, this is life.
This is life. This is the life portion. But you know how when we were younger, if you had a problem with somebody,
you had to see them.
You had to talk to about. You had to get to. You had to deal with it.
Yeah, you had to see them.
Kids nowadays, and I realized this with my older kids, is when they don't like something, they run.
You know, they can block it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got that block button now. Like,
but see, I make them go at their thing. I make them, because that's not how life works. Right. You don't get to run from everything. Yeah. You know, you have to face it. You have to at least talk about it. Yeah. And everything don't gotta be physical. No. You know, it's like, and I don't think the physical part. I think the physical part they can appreciate, because if the physical part, at least you know, okay, that's how that person feels. Right. Get it out. We'll get it out, and that's how it'll be. Whatever. It's the mental aspect of it that works in people's brain or kids' brains that really messes them up. Yeah. You know, and that's the part that I just try to tell them as a parent that don't matter. Yeah. But for them, that's all they know. Yeah. You know, like as I get older, bro, and I don't even think it's an older thing. I literally can, when you're driving down the street, and I know we both have newer cars, but our phones sync to the car, and we don't do anything really on the phone until we get out. Right. You can man your music all up here or whatever in the dash. I will ride my car, and literally I can go, I do it, it's like a game now. Every third car, someone's on their phone. Like literally, they're driving down the street and doing this. Yeah. How do you do that? It's crazy. Is it that important?
It's crazy.
It can't be that important. You know, like somebody has to come up with that technology to where once you get into your car,
phone shuts off
or something. That's for emergencies where you can actually receive calls, but you can't make calls out unless it's an emergency or something. Yeah. Like they got to come up with that technology, because
I'm gonna tell you what, like, man, we got a better shot at getting autonomous cars before people accept that, bro.
You're
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'd rather the car just do the driving for me, so that way I don't have to give up this drug.
But think about it. Why would you want autonomous driving unless you're a paraplegic, unless you're someone a little?
Actually, I would love a car that drove.
No, I would love it too. Yeah, I'm saying, but for what reason though? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like people, like, there's got to be a large portion of people that will want it just so they can do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's just weird to me, man. Yeah. It's scary.
I would feel safer that way, because like, yo, listen, my pop gave me game a long time ago before I started driving, unless you got to drive for yourself and everybody else out here. Yeah. Let the machine, I trust the machine a lot more than I trust these bozos, man.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm telling you, I'll be on the freeway and I'll see someone like going like 40, like I saw someone going 45 miles an hour on the freeway the other day. Bruh, I get beside them, they're on their phone.
See? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't pay attention at all. Like, people really don't pay attention driving at all anymore.
They don't.
It's scary.
Just like your dad told you, my dad told me, man, just make sure you, it's not about you being a good driver. It's about everybody else. Yeah. You know, same thing. So, But yeah, man. But yeah, it's a good topic, bro. I wonder about that with kids and social media. Shoot, damn kids, adults.
I don't feel like
I think it's adults.
Some adults do get kind of wrapped up in it. But
Kev, come on now. We've seen a bunch of I'm sure you've seen people that you went to high school with, and you'll see them taking the selfie game, and they're getting their likes or whatever, and they're getting all that stuff, and like it's always girls. I mean, I don't mean to put y'all out there like that, but it's always females who.
I see a lot of dudes doing it.
I see a lot of dudes doing it too. I see a lot of dudes doing it too, which a man should not take a selfie. Right? To this day, I don't know how to take one.
Put it down.
I do it on the sneak too. My sisters get on me too. Like, man, you like dad taking a selfie. You know why? Because I can't see myself doing this.
Right.
I just can't do it.
Well,
man.
I mean, there's never a point in the day where I'm like, you know what, let me take pictures of myself.
Exactly.
Like that's
exactly.
That's
even if we're out, like a lot of my pictures in my phone are of my family.
Yeah.
You know, even if I want to capture the moment, just know I took the picture.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna ever see me doing this in the camera. I'm not gonna do it unless one of my kids is in the picture, and that's the only time I do a selfie.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's I don't know. It's like, man. It's never about vanity.
Never.
I guess I would say, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to that point though, I'm sure you know a lot of people we went to high school with that will be on social media and still have those same. You could see from a lens like they're a little self-conscious. Yeah. Or they're the little bit lacking of confidence. See, that's the thing about you and I. We're both confident people. Yeah. So I don't. I
think it's just that we're grounded. It's like. We always talk about this too, but it's like, yo, dating now seems like it would be an absolute nightmare. Like that, I don't know that could work for me. But it's like, yo, like sometimes I think to myself, like, yo, like what do I have to post up? Like, I'm
bad about it, man.
It's like my wife see me every day,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
The people I know and love, they see me every day. I might send them a picture of me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Kids,
or yes, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. And see, my mom's getting into social media now, so we'll post some things on there for her because she can see the kids, but I'll just send them to her directly.
But even that too is just kind of like, you're not seeking any validation from anybody. It's like, I'm sharing with the people that I love, but it's like, think about like all the people who got just a million random strangers.
Yeah. Well, this is my second go around with Instagram. I don't know if you remember my first one. The first round about Instagram was probably about 7-8 years ago. And I put all my shoes on there. Oh, look at my kicks of the day, blah blah. And I started thinking to myself, like, I like food. Yeah. Like somebody can see me like, oh, this dude got a lot of food, man. Like, look at these shoes. Yeah. He's on vacation. I'm going to his house. You know what I mean? So I deleted it. When I saw a person out and they called me by my handle name. And I was like, yeah, I need to get off here.
Yeah, see.
Like that was just weird to me, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, hey, listen, man, whatever floats your boat. But I definitely think it's more for the kids now. And it's like, it's weird, too, because it's like, yo, social media got started like when I would say like 14 is when social media started picking up or whatever. And then like got to college, Facebook started really picking up. And MySpace was hot. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when all that stuff, Twitter came on the scene, Instagram came on the scene. It's like, yo, this stuff was really adopted for us. But like the kids picked it up, and I guess maybe they picked it up from us, more than anything. And I mean, now they're really running with it. But
it's a way of life now.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
It is. All right, man. Okay, so let's get into the sports. All right, so NBA, they are going to implement challenge flags next season. Man. That is nasty.
I love it, man.
No, why would you love this, Kev?
Hey, cause listen, sometimes they got the call wrong.
Let the call be wrong then.
Nah,
Human
man.
error is part of the game too.
Well, and this is the thing. They only get one.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Sometimes, and for the most part, the NBA does a good job about reviewing stuff when they should. But it's like, hey, man, why not? I don't think that we see the challenge flag get thrown a lot. Because, like, what are you going to call it on? Well, I guess
sparked this?
I guess phantom foul sometimes might be a good time to throw the flag.
But that's the thing about it. You can't really, because fouls can be subjective.
Well, no, I mean, if it's a phantom foul, if it's a straight flop and the ref just got tricked,
you're right. Or they'd be like,
oh,
he really didn't touch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's going, man.
But you only get one. Each side gets one.
Okay,
I'm cool
first I want to know what sparked this. Like, was it something that happened? Was it like a New Orleans and the Rams type thing that started this? Like, what started this?
I don't know, man. I don't know what.
Something had to. Yeah. Something had to been like, okay, that was a bad call. That changed the trajectory of the game. They lost a series from this because I don't think that this is even needed, for one, and for two, it's like, what happens if this happens in like a pivotal time?
Hey, man, then hopefully they can go back and get the call right.
Does it work the other way around?
What you mean?
Like if
the call stands?
No. If someone thought it was a foul and they didn't get the call, can you throw the flag? I'm like, yo, I got fouled.
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I hope so.
It's nasty, bro.
Yeah,
it's a nasty time. And no, they don't need to change it up. Basketball is at this point in the game. Basketball and baseball. I even say this, but baseball is a great sport still. And I watched the other day, and the Angels, the pitcher that died. They still haven't said how he died either. I don't know if that matters. But they showed like the Angels threw a no hitter like that. But great sport. But anyways, basketball is at its purest form right now. It's at its best part right now.
Yeah,
don't
it's
dirty
at a
it
good
up.
space.
Don't put these crazy rules.
Why is that challenge flag dirty?
Because man, it's human error is part of the game to the point where. When the finals,
the challenge flag could be human error too. I mean, you could throw it, and hey man, it wasn't actually the way you thought it went.
I don't know. So, maybe I just want to hold it close to the cuff and just say I don't want my beloved NBA basketball to be affected by it in any way. And
flag worked good for the NFL though.
It did, but NFL was different though. NFL can have
because they have a lot of stoppages.
Yes, a lot of stoppages, and also it's like the NFL flags are like changing of the game. One call in basketball, I don't see that really changing much.
I mean, that's why I don't think that you see the flag often, though. Honestly, I don't think that they'll throw it very often. But it's like, at times when it's needed, it's good to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess, but I'm just trying to think of a play that would happen in basketball that really would deem to be turned over and really matter. Like in football, it'd be like that pass interference call. That's the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the game.
I'm saying it was somebody like when KD stepped out and still inbounded the ball,
that was a number of things.
Yeah, it's like those travels on big shots, you know what I'm saying, down the stretch or whatever. Like, I can see a lot of situations where it's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I like it, man. I like it.
Okay. I mean, as long as they do it right, and I'm sure the NBA will do it right.
Yeah.
I think we're still a couple years out from that though. So I don't see it happening as of yet. All
right, I think it's coming next year.
Really?
Yeah.
They got a vote on it?
They already voted on it.
Oh, wow.
It's already passed. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coming.
So it must seem okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens then. It'll be in 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Ooh,
all right, man. So the big news of the week: Houston. They traded Chris Paul and picks to OKC for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, man.
So Westbrook and Harden are now teammates again.
They
are. I was in IKEA when this happened, right? So IKEA don't get the best service. I'm in there in the.
Hold on. So did you get the alert from my text?
But I didn't get it until I got. Hold on. I got the alert in the store.
Okay.
I couldn't check anything until I got out of the store.
Okay.
So I didn't know what the parameters of it was. I just saw Houston, Westbrook. That's all I saw. And I'm like, okay, is this confirmed or what is it? And then when I saw the Wojnarowski thing, I was like, okay, this is a wrap.
Right.
It's a known deal, which I don't know who he sold his soul to. He's getting all these news and things. But when I first saw your text, I started thinking, I couldn't even find what we were getting from IKEA because I was perplexed by the trade and the fact of thinking in my head, like, how is this going to work for Houston? Two ball dominant people. Westbrook is not a great 3-point shooter. They shoot a lot of threes on the team. So I'm just like, I don't think this is going to work. But then I started thinking
it's an upgrade from CP3.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all this is, upgrade from CP3. But I'm always in the mindset of if you put two great players on the team, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think they will figure it out. We didn't think that James Harden and CP3 would figure it out. They played well until that year where Houston's window closed. I didn't say Houston's window closed. CP3's window closed when he got hurt that year in the finals because that was a great time for them to win. So they had to move from him. But I didn't understand how this was going to work because CP3 has a horrible contract, and so does Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, man.
So I was amazed that it even happened.
Okay, see, man, once they traded Paul George, I said last week they were ready to blow it up. So I knew Russ was on the way out, too.
But to Houston, did you think that Houston was going to be an issue?
It made sense because the contracts matched up, and I guess OKC is technically CP3 is owed less than what Russ was.
Okay.
But the year over year, you know what I'm saying, it kind of made sense as far as the money matching up. Just Chris Paul has less years left.
Okay.
But OKC is actually going to trade Chris Paul as well.
Yeah,
the plan is that he'll never wear an OKC jersey. So they're looking to move on from him, too. And I'm sure he don't want to play for Oklahoma City.
No, at all.
Even though he already has. He's played for them once already.
That is true. When Katrina was...
when Katrina hit.
happened, yeah.
So the Pelicans moved out there. But, that's neither here nor there, I guess. Westbrook, the Brody with Harden, man. I think it's actually going to work out pretty good.
Do you?
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I think that it's going to be a good pairing. I guess James Harden and Russell Westbrook have known each other since they were 10, or since Harden was 10.
Both Cali boys, right?
Yeah, they played basketball together for a long time.
Okay,
and they didn't really have no friction. And in OKC, they figured it out. So I think both are more mature players.
Yeah,
and both want to win. So I do think that they'll figure it out. And right now, the West. Hey man, it's wide open. I don't know what Houston was doing. They signed Anthony Bennett. You remember that guy?
Yeah, I saw that. Former number one pick, right?
Yeah, former number one pick to the Cavs, Anthony Bennett, man.
Yeah.
Some say the greatest bust in history.
Man,
they gave him a non-guaranteed contract, so
as they should.
Yeah,
as they
you
should.
earned it.
You got to come in first of all. You got to come in shape.
Yeah.
And earn your keep.
He's actually been playing G League for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to him, niggas. I'd have been gave up.
Nah, man, he kept the dream alive, man.
That's what's up,
yeah,
man.
shout out to him for continuing to work.
Oh, I'd have been gave up. I'd have been an IT tech. I'd been a 6'9" IT or 6'10" IT dude. I mean, there's no way I'd have done this again,
Nah, man, so he kept working at it, man.
That's what's up, man.
Hopefully he makes that work for him. He can stick around there. Imagine like if he comes back and he's like booming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that'd be dope.
Yeah.
And I guess they're picking up Tyson Chandler.
Really?
Yeah. So Houston's got as good a chance out the West as anybody else. I would say. I do think Harden and the Brody will figure it out because Russell Westbrook, he does he has a high usage rate, but he does pass. I mean, he is Mr. Triple Double.
Yeah.
So him and Harden, I think that they can figure it out. I think Russ is willing to change his style a little bit now to acquiesce.
Do we?
I have to think so because it's like he ain't never won nothing and nobody else wants to play with him. So now it's like it's time for him to prove like, hey, I can make it happen. I can make it work. You know what I'm saying?
And especially in Houston, I think. I don't know. I just think OKC needs to go down as the one. When we look back on their situation, that is the worst GM job in history of sports.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? They had 3 MVPs on that team at one point. They all drafted. They drafted all of them.
Yeah.
To think that all of them was on the same team and the only one that got a title out of all of them was Ibaka. I'm sorry. KD.
Yeah.
And Ibaka. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Hey, man. But to think that they lost all of them is even crazier. Well, they traded Harden and then lost the other 3. Ibaka, if you throw him in the mix, I guess. But,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. It's tough, man.
It is.
It's tough.
It is. So you think it's going to work, though?
I do think that the Houston experiment will work out, man.
Okay.
I think that, and plus, Harden is the most malleable player in the league. I don't know if anybody's really been paying attention, but it's like, this man has went from being a 6th man to, being the focal point. He's played well with bigs when he played with Dwight Howard, man. He switched his position to point guard for a while, did well there.
Led the league in assists that year.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, okay, now we'll pair you up with Chris Paul, man. Move you back to small shooting guard. Mm-hmm. He's played well there and figured that out. So it's like,
then they're going to have to change his offense around then.
You think so?
Yeah, because
he hasn't always been in D'Antoni's system. He's been thriving in it, but when he originally got there, he did a different coach.
Yeah, they can't play like they played last year. Which is give the ball to James Harden and go get me a bucket. They need to have some sort of offense and where Brody can get loose.
They need to have some just movement. That's all it is.
But it's basketball, bro. I don't think that's the part that gets me. People the analytics get involved. It's like it's just basketball.
Yeah,
just roll the ball out there and they'll figure it out. I think they will figure it out. I'm rooting for Russ. I still want the Lakers to win it, but I'm rooting for Russ to get out there and figure it out.
They'll figure it out, man. They'll figure it out, man. Move that ball around. Because, Houston does move the ball. Harden has a high usage rate, but it was by design. That's what they wanted. But, even just thinking a year before that, man, they were constantly swinging that ball around, shooting all those threes.
Yeah.
So they get it together.
I think they got a good team, too.
Yeah.
They got better, and they kept everybody.
Absolutely.
I just didn't see it coming. Not to Houston. I thought Russ was going to get traded, but I didn't think
Houston. I knew Houston was going to land somebody. Okay, listen, they had been swinging and swinging and swinging. They was like, listen, somebody going to end up here.
Yeah.
So the second Westbrook came available, they was like, yep, fine,
we'll take it. Move, man.
Yeah.
And shoot, and the way the thing I read about it was they can move on after a year. After a year from that, they can actually get rid of Westbrook and actually not be bad off. So
yeah, see,
if the project don't work, they can move on from him.
That ain't bad.
All right, man. Dame Lillard, he comes from Shannon Sharp for saying that he will be a rich loser, always taking the max.
Yeah, man.
So Dame was actually tight about this, man.
Yeah, he was a little bit hot, but Shea actually had a pretty good point.
He did.
Yeah, it's like you always took that max contract. That is gonna make a hit on the franchise that you play for, especially taking them super maxes. Talent you're able to get around you.
Same thing that happened with Kimba. Kimba didn't sign back with for a lot of reasons.
The Hornets,
Mike wasn't going to give him that super max. But then also, if he would have taken it, they would have been a trash team for a long time.
Yeah,
it wasn't like they'd been suffering for a year or two, maybe winning the draft. It's like, nah, man, that super max. And that's why I don't ever really understand the super max deal. It was designed to keep players at home,
right?
But who's signed up for it besides Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul?
Well, see, I think that's the thing where it's meant to bring balance and parity to the league, thinking that the incentive would be for players to kind of stay put, especially in small market teams or whatever. Like this gives Milwaukee a good shot at keeping Giannis because he transforms their team or whatever. So everybody don't run to, well, nobody runs to the Knicks, I guess, but so everybody don't run to the Lakers or go to the Heat or, you know what I'm saying, go to these big market towns or these towns that are just a lot of fun. Stay in these small markets like Cleveland, Milwaukee, Detroit, places like that. Just to get the money. But I guess what they're finding now is like, well, even the money to an extent don't really incentivize the players. And it makes it so that way, you know, if 2-3 great players do decide that they'll take less money or whatever, then you just crippled your franchise for however long they can keep that ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double-edged sword because it's like, yo, it seems like the right thing. In theory, that should work. Like, hey, man, you get a good player, you can hang on to him forever because you can pay him the most money. But you know, unless that player is going to be,
it doesn't seem like it's
dominant.
Working, though, Kev.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But again, I hate to say it, but like LeBron ruined that.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, being the best player in the league, the undeniable best player in the league for so long, and then turning down a supermax to go team up.
Oh, okay.
And now you know, we're seeing that a lot where guys are turning money down to go play, like LeBron leaving Cleveland
so much
for Miami.
What's his name? Kawhi signed a 2-year deal.
He did, but I think that was again. It was a 3-year deal, I think that was again so that way he can get his money.
Get his money. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 3 with an option.
I gotta think Uncle Dennis figured that out.
Yeah. So I mean, hey man.
But yeah, Dame and Shannon Sharp, man, whatever. It's a must. It's a slow time in sports right now, so cats are gonna talk. But it was Shannon had some good points. Dame, I can understand his.
Dame kind of made his point though, because he was like, well, if I am a loser, at least I'll be a rich loser. It's like.
Yeah. Nah, that's not.
Yeah, that's exactly what Shannon was just saying. Exactly. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be a rich loser.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Well, that was a funny story, though.
Hey, I don't blame that though. Like, listen, never win a championship, have $500 million. Like, yeah. Like, just give me the $500 million.
Well, it's funny too because Dame actually came off like he was against the teaming up thing, like the super team thing, but it's really like, nah, I'm gonna stay at the crib and get all this money.
Get this money.
Exactly.
Hey man, listen, ain't no losers with $500 million.
Nah,
okay,
at all.
Yeah, so Dame, I feel you, bro.
I'll wipe my tears away with these $100 bills as I'm in retirement.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You wanted life.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. LeBron, he has to put his jersey gifting on hold because Nike got more packs to move first. So basically, he was going to give his number 23 to Anthony Davis, and you know they took the picture, which was corny too. The picture on Instagram and put it up about him giving him a number with AD's name and all that. Yeah. So Nike came and was like, "Bro, we got packages to move. Yeah. We got a lot of 23.
We made a lot of these jerseys, man.
A lot of these jerseys.
You missed the playoffs.
We can't send these to Africa.
Yeah, they sent it around, man.
Yeah, we got to move them first.
Listen, you want this Billy? We promise you, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you got to play ball. We got to make the Billy to give it to you.
You got to put in that 23.
Yeah,
put on that 23.
You gonna wear that another seat? We ain't gonna make no more.
Right. So I guess he can do it after next year.
Yeah. So Nike basically said, listen, you give us this year or whatever, keep wearing that 23 so that way we can sell out this inventory.
Yeah.
And then you're free to do whatever you want.
I think LeBron is going to figure it out. I think he's going to figure out a rule to where him and AD both can wear 23. That's what's going to happen.
My thing is, why did AD got to be number 23 so bad?
I don't know.
Change your number, AD.
Yeah, for real. I don't understand why AD didn't come in and be like, yo, you're the big homie. Yeah. You keep the number.
Yeah, whatever. I'll change my number, whatever. Hey, whatever.
Yeah, unless that was part of the blood the blood sacrifice with LeBron to get him over to LA.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, it is. Look, nothing's on the table right now.
It's still so funny that Nike called like the plug. Like,
yeah, they did. Like, yo, nah. Packages is there. Submarine got breached, bro.
Yeah, no, new shipment ain't coming in until y'all finish with that one.
Finish that.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to recoup.
Yeah,
all right?
Gets no new packages.
Make the playoffs. Yeah. Get these damn jerseys off the shelf.
LeBron at home during the playoffs. You won't see no Paul George in the playoffs.
Right.
He ain't won nothing.
Oh, man. You know what? This is a little side note, but, yo, I don't know if you clicked through or whatever, but, yo, that post by Dwayne Wade was hilarious. Talking about all these, he said, my jersey collection gonna be looking fraudulent.
Yeah. I did see that now, yeah.
Man, you swipe through all the players that switch cheeks.
All of them.
Man.
This is the most movement in NBA, I think, NBA history in the offseason, man.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah, like everyone moved. Like a lot of teams, like people just traded teams and
they finally balanced it. Players finally decided to balance out the NBA.
There's gonna be a lot of parity next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, okay, so going in, who do you think is the like in your mind the favorite to win it next year?
Clippers. I have to say the Clippers.
Why?
They were already pretty good, and they got immensely better
because they got Kawhi.
Yeah, okay. and Paul George.
See, I'm not giving no credence to Paul George because Paul George has never won anything.
But see, Paul George never had a Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi just won a championship with some okay players.
That is
what I'm saying?
That's very true. What? especially next year being wide open with KD being out too. That's the biggest thing too, man. KD being out, we don't know if he's gonna come back and be the same. I hope he does. But
KD gonna be fine.
You think so?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Do you really think he's gonna be fine?
Listen, I watch Rudy Gay run up and down the court every night, man. And like you said, that's Rudy Gay. So this is Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So he'll be fine, man.
Okay, you're right. When you say it like that, it's Rudy. Yeah, you keep saying that Rudy Gay thing.
Plus, Kevin Durant's game isn't really predicated on explosiveness. It's all smoothness and finesse.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't block 7 feet.
That's true.
So he'll be fine.
He'll be pulling up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. In 2019, I gotta think someone has come back from an Achilles injury to be okay.
Yeah, I mean Rudy Gay did it already, man. He did it already.
Rudy out there.
He done it already.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
No, he playing good.
You're right.
Yeah, he been playing good with the Spurs.
You're right.
Yeah, Rudy Gay. Hey, man, Rudy Gay can do it. Kevin Durant can do it.
All right, man. What else we got here? Let's see. Zion, Coach K.
Yeah.
He came out and said Zion isn't in playing shape or mental shape. Pell should have held him out of the summer league.
Yeah, man.
Coach K protecting his babies, man. What's
Think
it
so?
all about?
Hey, listen, I didn't know why. You know why he?
I don't think he's really out of shape like that.
I don't think so either.
Did you read the boxing thread though?
When they talk about all the social media nicknames, that was they had them all.
Lost it. That was funny. But I didn't see anything different than what I saw at Duke.
Nah.
Did you think he was out of shape though?
I mean, maybe, but listen, man, it don't matter. He can get that together in the snap of a finger.
Man.
Yeah, I'm saying. But that is one thing that they had always been saying that they had concerns about. You know what I'm saying? That he wouldn't be able to kind of manage his weight. He was coming in, you know what I'm saying, as a big boy already.
Listen, I don't want him to give my boy a complex, man. He's the only Duke player I actually ever rooted for.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want him coming out for the season weighing $110.
They didn't want
he didn't goddamn bulimia. I ain't throwing up, man.
Listen, they just didn't want him Jamarcus wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Got all that money and he balloons up. And hey, listen, the food in New Orleans, man, delicious.
Oh, it is
delicious. Yeah, they sent him to a bad place.
Seasoned well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Extra butter. They sent us to a bad place.
Matter of fact, put the butter in my IV.
Yeah,
right? Let's put it right in there. We're gonna go that route.
All the crawfish you can eat, baby.
I think that's the thing. If he was in Utah, they wouldn't care nothing bit. Like, he'll get in shape.
Right. Or if he was in LA, they give him acai bowls and avocados. Yeah.
Is it acai or acai? I say acai too.
I don't know.
I say acai. It's acai on GamesMusicLyfe. That's what we're gonna say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Listen, put it in the bowl.
Yeah. The red thing, whatever those are.
Yeah,
pause.
Put them in the bowl.
Yeah, but I don't. When the part that got me though was when Coach K said mental health.
Yeah,
I think it was more so him just. I think that was a blanketed thing. I don't think he's saying I think Zion might have a mental something wrong.
No. I think he was really just trying to say like he's had so much whirlwind around him or whatever. Like he needs some time. Like instead of throwing him out to the wolves to let him be judged, he needs some time to really get in the gym and get acclimated to the program. Like he needed time to settle in, get away from the fanfare. Yeah. He's been doing all these banquets. He's been big news.
Sure, it was day one they threw him out there, bro.
Yeah.
Pelicans are not playing no games. Hey, listen, Pelicans trying to put butts in seats.
They want to see what they got.
Yeah, and they got Alvin Gentry, which I think he's going to trick it off. I told you before, the coach is the only part I see in that team that could be wrong. He's going to trick it off, man.
You think so?
He smiles too much.
Oh man,
Alvin Gentry smiles way too much, bro.
That's messed up.
He is. I mean, I think he might be a decent person, but he smiles too damn much.
Man, we root for the black coaches over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We tend to blow it too. But all right, man. Common. He joined the Street Performers Freestyle Cypher.
Bruh.
Now I did not see this. You told me about this. I did not see it.
It's beautiful.
Was it? So he just came up and just started freestyling with people.
So no. So there was a street performer that was out there. He was rapping. He had I think he had somebody on the keyboards, and he may have had somebody playing drums or whatever. And he was just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he's freestyling because he'd be rapping about stuff that was going on the street.
Okay.
And I guess he was in front of some hotel, and they were in New Orleans. And so Common just happened to be maybe coming out of the hotel, or you know what I'm saying, just happened upon him. So at first you just kind of see Common, he's just sitting over to the side listening to the dude bobbing his head or whatever. Next thing you know, man, they pull out an extra mic, and hey, Common starts freestyling with him too. Mind you, this went on for about 4 minutes.
Oh,
so
wow.
like they really, and like they just kept going back and forth, and you could tell it was all freestyle because Common's up there like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I see you brought your baby girl out. There's my daughter too. She just graduated from college. Whatever. All this. It was like they're just kind of going back and forth. It was like, yo, that to me, that was so hip hop. It's
Yeah,
like, yo, that showed you the beauty of the art form. It's like, yo, an established performer, you know what I'm saying, still showing love to the craft by joining in with somebody he didn't have to.
Organically just saw it.
It wasn't about no money, no nothing. It was just like off top of the dome, like, let's go. Like, just for the love of the sport.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful. So it was so beautiful to the point, like, even my mom, she saw it. She tagged me in a post on Instagram, like, yo, check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, okay.
Like, it was so dope. It was beautiful to see.
Okay.
Man. I almost cried.
Really?
It almost brought a tear to my eye. It was so beautiful.
Thug Dove almost dropped.
Almost dropped, man. You know, I love the music.
That is the beauty of music, though. That is the beauty of it, where it's like two people, you know, just organically, like you said, he's just walking by and just joined in. Yeah, that's super dope.
That's just back to the essence. It, like, wasn't no ego, no celebrity about it. It was just like, yo, you doing a good job up here, yo. Let me kick mine too. Yeah.
I'm gonna dial back my comment slander because I had some slander for him for a while.
Really?
Yeah, just because he's winning too much, man. Like, you know,
he let Serena go.
Yeah, man. Not even that. Not the Serena thing. Like, he's in my small foot.
Angela Rye.
Man, bro. Common's winning.
Common winning, man. Hey, listen, Lonnie, conscious rappers deserve to win, man. Ooh, and he survived Erykah Badu.
Ooh, he did come back. We don't even talk about that Electric Circus album anymore.
Yeah,
now, we don't even include that. We don't even include that in the discography, really.
Yeah, we let him slide on.
It was a weird time.
Well, that's because he followed up with B.
True. He was dead. Yeah, you're right. Because Kanye came in and laid. He put the murder game down on that album.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, she had my man dressing like a Three Musketeer, man. It was bad for Common, bro.
Hey, yeah.
But I gotta dial back my comment slander though. But that was pretty dope. All right, I'm gonna look into it. I gotta see that video. All right, man. So another, I don't know if this is happy news or bad news or whatever. R. Kelly, he's arrested in federal child pornography charges according to the U.S. attorney. Wow. So the feds got him now, bro.
They got him in what, New York? I thought.
It's a couple states.
Really?
I think it was like 3 different states. I don't know. I don't fact check. But I know the Fed. I saw feds. R. Kelly got him.
It's rough.
It's rough.
Man, why you said it like it was a draw on Nike?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The R. Kelly picture got him.
I mean, it was a matter of time, Kev. We knew it was a matter of time, man.
Yeah. It's
kind of like when OJ got away with murder. It's like, bro, you need to walk a very fine line. Like, don't do anything bad. And according to this, he really like this has more been like human trafficking. So. Get him, bro. Put him away. Just put him under jail. I don't know. R. Kelly. I mean, at this point, come on, man. There's smoke, just fire, man.
Yeah.
You know, I to the point where I never listened to R. Kelly music before, but there's no chance I'll listen to it now. I do find myself being at the crib, like, I will start singing a song from R. Kelly, which is weird. But yeah, man, I just lock him up, bro.
It's rough, man.
It is.
Hey, man, listen, I'm not here to defend R. Kelly, so
yeah, whatever.
I mean, hey,
all right, man. Deuces, Kels.
All right, man.
Hyper. A$AP Rocky, he is still locked up in Sweden. Tyler, Creator, Schoolboy Q, and others say they will no longer perform in Sweden until he's released. Now,
I think the Swedes might be getting what they wanted.
Yes, absolutely, they get what they wanted. No, in all seriousness though, I think that from what I've been read, because did you see that I don't want to say the warden, but someone from the head person of the jail in Sweden came out and said that the conditions are not like what he said. He was actually
A$AP came out and said that he was being treated fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they said that was false reports.
So why don't people just quit doing the clickbait, didn't it, man? Like,
listen, clickbait is life. Okay, got to have some clickbait, baby.
People were posting like, this is 2019. You can actually Google Sweden jail and see the inside of the jail.
It was pretty nice.
It looks pretty.
I mean, it was prison or jail.
Yeah, it was 4 walls.
Yeah,
it was a
but
bed.
It didn't look like there were any extra activities going on like it would be in America.
Absolutely, I think Rikers is probably way worse than Sweden.
Oh, you know that.
Rikers is probably.
Listen, jail, the fear of jail, man, it's working. It works.
Oh, for sure.
Man, whoever's promoting that, man, they promoted it right. They marketed it right.
You daggone right.
Nah, listen, I'm gonna stay within the law.
Oh, yeah, I'll stay outside.
Yeah.
Your boy would not be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to him. I hope he gets released soon, man. It sounds like it was a misunderstanding, and they'll...
You really think those artists gonna turn down that Swedish bag though?
No.
I would say, how long you think that's gonna stand?
Where do you think all them fancy garments come from? All them blouses y'all like to wear?
Yeah.
Swedes are making that mess, man. So yeah, y'all gotta go over there to get them, and y'all go over there and get that money, because I do think that over there they appreciate the music a little more than it does here. But well, at least they can go there and tour. They buy music still over there.
Man, listen, they're not turning down that festival bag.
Nah, man. Ed Sheeran gonna do a tour. They're gonna be right there with him.
Right.
All right, man. This was a good topic. So Jermaine Dupri. He calls out female rappers for having no substance. Cardi B responds.
Yeah, man.
So what did you think about this story?
First thing I had to say, man, shouts to Cardi B for actually knowing some dope female rappers and actually showing Rhapsody some love.
Yeah.
I thought that I would never thought Rhapsody was on her radar.
Yeah.
But I thought that was dope. But hey, man, listen, Jermaine Dupri, even though he was not very articulate in what he was saying, or maybe he didn't say that correctly. I can't say he's wrong. It is kind of weird that it seems like ratchet female rap is the only thing that's being promoted or like that's winning out here.
Sales.
Yeah, it's like that's very weird.
Yeah,
very weird.
Yeah, I mean it's very weird when Jean Grey could put out a project and no one knows or even talks about it.
And I definitely felt like that was an opportunity for Jermaine Dupri to maybe, champion one of those female artists, but maybe just not aware of him.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
True.
that's fair too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he definitely did have a point, man.
He had a point. I think a man talking about it was a big thing too.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why it wasn't received as well.
Yeah.
So I think that had played a part into it. I also think that Jermaine Dupri is like 5'1". And that probably played a part in it too. But no, in all seriousness, no. I think it's a good talking piece.
He just packaged it wrong because it seemed like he was trying to disparage the girls that are, you know what I'm saying, on it.
There's no nice way of saying it.
Right. But I mean, instead of that, he should have used his time to uplift maybe one of the female artists that is doing something different. 'Cause like, I really like that Rico Nasty. I don't know if you ever listened to that song.
Yeah, you did.
But
you said it to me.
I do like Rico Nasty. Like, she got some joints.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just different. And I mean, we like No Name. We like Rhapsody.
Yeah,
sure. A lot of those. Jean Grey. We like a lot of what they do.
Yeah, even Jean Grey. She talked. The thing about Jean Grey talked about some of the things that some of these ratchet girls talk about from a female's perspective in a very tasteful way. And she could rap her butt off too. So,
but I do think that because Cardi's kind of responsible as well. I'm sorry, maybe it wasn't Cardi. I think it was maybe Trina because she had to defend it too. And their response was kind of like, well, what are all these men rappers talking about? They talking about drugs and cars and getting girls and being violent and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, yes, some, but not all of them, because I mean that's not all that Drake raps about. That's not all that Kendrick raps about. You know what I'm saying? Like J. Cole don't really rap. Like, I mean they do, but it's in a different way. But it's like it seemed like a lot of these female rappers, they all are just very very having to be very sexually explicit.
Yes.
And, take their clothes off and all that. And it's like it's the same packaging over and over and over. And all y'all are doing the exact same thing. And I think that's what Jermaine Dupri was trying to say. And it's like, Cardi had a point when she said, I put out Be Careful, and that was something completely different. And, people didn't really receive it the same way or whatever. So I went back to talking about, what I was talking about before, what was selling. And it's like, I don't think that's an indictment against Cardi, and more so maybe an indictment against the audience.
Yeah,
because it's like, why is this all that we expect
but
from
it
them?
goes back to what you say, though. That's what we want to hear. That's what they want right now. You know what I mean? That's kind of what's moving the needle right now.
Yeah. So again, it's an indictment against the audience. It's like that's what they want to hear or whatever. And I do hope to see that change at some point, because it's like I do think there are a lot of talented female artists that it really seems like for your Rhapsodies and things like that, like only really men champion their music. Like I hear a handful of girls talking about like No Name or whatever. But it's like girls that I would kind of expect to be in the know, that are kind of hip, know what to look for. But it's like for the masses, I don't think that they're listening to No Name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not listening for Rhapsody. No, they're not listening for none of these artists or whatever. Like they want to hear City Girls. Like City Girls is, and I get it. It's fun. I mean, hey, they Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a hashtag, man. It's a lot of fun.
It is, man.
But
it goes back kind of even the broader scope of it, even with R&B. Like they champion like Beyonce, the acts they like, but the one that really moved the needle for everyone was SZA. You know what I mean? Like the girls loved it. And she used to want to be the side chick. You know what I mean? So it's like it's what girls want to hear.
You're right. Wow. Yeah, you're right about that.
I don't know.
It's rough.
Goes back to what I was saying though. Women just don't like each other.
I mean, it is kind of. I hate that. It seems like female artists kind of get boxed into only talking about stuff that as it should relate to like women. It's like, you could just be relatable on a human scale.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of male rappers get to just be relatable on a human scale. Like I don't think Lupe makes man raps. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He makes thoughtful stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I don't see any reason why a female act wouldn't be able to prosper that way. But I mean, then again, I guess it's like, yo, Lupe's demo is probably mostly male. A lot of these artists' demos probably mostly male, unless you're like J. Cole, where the girls think you're cute. They don't really care nothing about what he got to say.
Right.
Yeah, like Drake. I mean, Drake makes, he makes songs for the girls. Or whatever.
See, that's what I think is different with Drake, though. I think with Drake, a lot of things. One, Drake he enunciates everything. You can understand what he's saying.
Well, also, it's like, yo, I don't think girls really like, you know what I'm saying, kind of the harder stuff in Drake, man. They like the Kiki's, Do You Love Me? Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff makes them feel good or whatever.
Yeah, they like stuff like that.
Yeah, because it like relates to what they want to hear as women. But it's like, yo.
But I think that's what he tapped into that no artist did before him, that he's done well, I should say, is that he tells women from a point of view of men that we don't like to talk about a lot.
Well, what they want to hear.
And what they want to hear.
Yeah.
But I do think that for him, I buy it from him. Like, I think this is what he's thinking. I'm pretty sure he's, got drunk, dialed, and called somebody and made a song about it. I mean, I think he's done all those things. Well, I'm sure a lot of us have.
Yeah.
But that's what they want to hear.
On the flip side of that, it's like, yo, like I think of like Kendrick, and I don't think I don't think a song like Feel really resonates to a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hearing him rap about Ain't Nobody Praying for Me.
Yeah.
Like, does that really resonate?
But see, I think that's
large female audience.
No, but I think Kendrick is so nice that he can do that. Yeah. I think women will listen to it because
he has radio singles, so it's like they'll listen to it like, I'm gonna pass my line. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear that too. Like it's fun, but like when he really gets into his bag, like, do they really care for that?
Nah, Pimp a Butterfly went over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, definitely. But like, I listen to Field probably every day, man.
Really?
And it's like, yo, I don't think women really care about that.
Nah.
I don't think I don't think that connects for them. And then like,
nah, they want to listen to swimming pools.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Or Don't Kill My Vibe.
Don't kill my vibe. Yeah,
because it's an Instagram caption, but
or the Panther. The Black Panther soundtrack song, SZA.
Miss Me With That. Oh, okay. All the Stars.
All the stars. Yeah. SZA's on there.
Yeah. King's Dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
It is. I would love to have a conversation with a female who loves music.
But again, I say salute to Cardi, man. At least Cardi.
Yeah. She knew.
Cardi showed love to some real femces.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. Last thing we got, Lupe. He confirms that he is a Boxden member. Woo. Says he is working on several albums currently. Yeah. We just want one. I just want skulls.
Yeah,
I'll take skulls. I'll take whatever you want right now. It's funny because you sent me the video of Sun God Sam and the California drug deals, and you just picked up on that line. Like that's still like I listen to that song pretty much every day.
Yeah,
almost, man. Like he got so loose on that track to me.
He went nuts.
Droga's Wave still gets played in my home probably about as much as Smallfoot does. You know what I mean? Like it's Smallfoot and Droga's Wave. Like my kids know I had the edited version. My kids, he doesn't really, and that's the other thing about Lupe. He doesn't cuss a lot.
He don't really curse. No. Nah. I mean, if he does, it's like it's for emphasis or to get a point across.
Yeah, but I don't want my kids saying an emphatic F.
Yeah.
You know, so I will have the edited version for them. But no, I'm here for any Lupe that's coming out, bro.
Absolutely, man. Did you know he was a Boxden member?
I did know he was a Boxden.
I've known he's a Boxden member for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
But it's always funny whenever he shouts out Boxden because like Boxden be on fire afterwards. Like, oh my god, he acknowledged this. We're here.
Well, to the point where boxing never really went mainstream, which I'm glad.
Yeah,
like the people that are on there, the people that you know who's posting. That's the funny part about it. Like you don't know, but you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like and once the one person posts, the whole thread is ruined because they're gonna get on that person. For a very long time, and it's like, what were we here for again? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
You know, so I am happy that Lupe didn't take away from the fact that it still has it's like down underground feel.
Yeah,
like boxing's always been underground for as long as I've ever been on there. It's always been underground.
Funny thing is, like, man, there's a ton of rappers on there actually.
Definitely Currency was on there.
Yeah,
because Currency was on there when they put his baby picture up there. That was one of the most funniest things.
Joe Budden is on there a lot.
Yeah,
he talks about it though too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ton of rappers, man. A lot of producers are on there too. I think Illseed is on there too. I think
his name was Illseed though.
Yeah, his name is Illseed on there. Okay. So
I've seen
a lot of them guys be on there, man.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, man, Boxden. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe are we telling too much?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. We got
to Lupe.
Lupe, let's go, man.
More
ready
albums,
for the new albums. Yeah, it's time. We do.
Yeah, we definitely are due. When did Droga's Wave come out?
I want to say it came out like September last year.
Okay, so yeah,
we do.
Feed the streets, man. Feed us. Give us a mixtape.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take him just rapping over some old beats.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, we ready.
He just put a book out though, didn't he?
I don't think so.
Or a movie.
Oh, he put out Beaten Path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, that little series or whatever. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it soon though. But that wasn't really nothing related to the music.
No, but I'm just interested in Lupe. Bro.
His karate. Yeah.
He's
an interesting guy.
I find him to be a very interesting guy.
Yeah, he's a very interesting guy.
Pause.
You know, one thing I've also noticed too about Lupe, like Lupe seems like the type of person like he gets like he gets in one pocket for a little while and like that's all he focuses on, and then he just bounces around. Like I've seen this man like do art for 6 months where it's like that was all he focused on was his art. I've seen him like where he was, you know what I'm saying, dropping super knowledge with super facts. Yeah, he was doing those like every day or every week for about 6 months, man. He was doing his karate super heavy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was every day for like, he gets in a pocket and then, you know what I'm saying, he'll do that for a while and then he'll just bounce over to something else. Yeah. Street Fighter was, you know what I'm saying, Vice for a while. So.
Right, he was. Cause shoot, me and Jay missed him at E3. We should have missed him, but Jay had to go boo-boo. I still got smoke for you, Jay, for that. The dude was like, to this day, we talk about it, bro. It's like taking one of my kids to E3.
Was Lupe, y'all didn't see him?
No, we had just missed him. Oh, and man. I told Jay we're going to go to E3.
I was wondering if he was teeny tiny. I imagine.
Yeah, he was a short dude. Yeah.
Like how short though? Because like I seen Currency and I was like, wow.
Really?
Oh, Currency is teeny tiny, man.
Okay. I gonna call him teeny tiny, though, bro.
That's how I felt when I saw him. I was like, oh my god, he is teeny tiny, man.
I want to say probably like 5'6", 5'5", 5'6".
No. Yeah. Oh man.
You thought Lupe was tall? I mean, like,
I thought he'd at least be like 5'8", 5'9". I mean,
that's 2 inches. Like it's not that far off.
It is, man. That's a big difference, bro.
From 5'5"?
Yes, that's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
Yeah, it's like being like 5'9", bro. That's a big like 5'9", 5'10". It's like okay.
Yeah. Because I'm 5'11".
Yeah. No, you gotta be taller than 5'11", bro. I'm 6'2".
I'm 5'11".
Yeah, you're not that much shorter than me, but okay.
6 foot with Jordans on.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm 6'2". I'm certified 6'2". Okay. But it's like, like 5'5", like, bruh, that's teeny tiny, man.
That's losing arguments.
You're a little, yeah, I'm saying, like, remember you seen the videos of the little man getting duffed out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's rough. That's rough.
Spider monkey somebody.
Yeah.
You got anything else, bro?
That's about it, man.
All right, man. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. Get in some comments, give in there. Let us know what's going on with you, man. We like to definitely respond to all of them. We've been getting a lot of them lately too.
Yeah, man, I love it. You know what? For me, that's what we do it for, man. Like I love the engagement with the viewers, the watchers, the listeners, all that, man. So we appreciate y'all very much.
Yeah, do the YouTube things. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to this, you can watch it on YouTube. If you're watching this, you can actually listen to it on iTunes and all your Google Plays,
all those platforms. We're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, man.
But I'm Nadir.
This Kev.
We are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 174.
Yeah.
Drink more water, people.
Peace.